So, very good morning, friends. Last lecture we can see. Last lecture we seen that different basics of the part programming for different basics of CNC for the part programming. From this lecture we can go further. So, what is the tool positions? There are last lecture we discussed the 5-axis machines. Now we have to discuss the according to tool position what are the systems, that is absolute system and incremental system is used for part programming. So according to the feedback devices there is the analog type system and digital type system, and according to the servo control system open loop and closed loop system. So you can see over here. So according to the motion control system, the system also can be divided into point-to-point control system, straight cut control system and countering system. So what is the part program? Part program is nothing but the set of instructions by which we can produce a part is known as a part programming. Means what? We are having a set of programs for the execution for the particular machining operations or any other operations. So this particular set of programs is known as a part program. So part program, it is having of a two types. Main is two parts. The part program having a two parts. Number one is main block and second is sub block. So what is the main block and sub block? So what we call as a main program. In the main program it contains a machine definitions and tool definitions on raw material definition, etc., so that we can understand the basics. Next is it doesn't deals with the tool movement. Remember that matter always in your mind. Main program doesn't deal with the tool movement. The sub program is deal with the tool movement. So you can see in case of DNC, that is direct numerically control machine, when program is generated in a computer and send it to a single machine, then it is known as a direct numerically control. So what is the DNC distribution? That is a distributed numerically control. Direct numerically control in case is different and distributed numerically control is different. In case of direct numerically control, you can see over here program is generated in computer itself and send it to the machine for the execution. But in case of distributed numerically control, if the program is sent to a number of machines for mass production, it is known as distributed numerically control. That means in case of distributed numerically control, you can send it to the program not for a single computer but to the number of machines. So in case of direct numerically control, you can send it program to the single computer itself. But in case of distributed numerically control, you can send a program to the number of machines because it deals with the mass production. The tables used for DNC CTC are RS232 and RS422. So what is the transducer or what we call as a feedback device in case of CNC machine? So transducer is having a two types of feedback. Number one is analog and second is digital type feedback. So what is the analog feedback? In case of analog feedback or analog transducer, the feedback in case of feedback is device which produces a variable electrical voltage, and this voltage varies in proportion to the rotational speed of the input shaft, and it can be easily measured and converted into linear distances to indicate the corresponding position of the machine table. That means you can convert the electrical, you can produce the electrical voltage which responds with respect to the rotational speed. As per rotational speed, it produces the electrical voltage and it convert into the linear distance and input shaft, and can be easily converted into the linear movement indicating the position of the machine table. But in case of digital transducer, it is normally employed to convert the rotary motion of the machine lead screw into the countable electrical pulses. The number of these pulses indicates the linear distance moved by the table of the machine corresponding to the rotation of the lead screws. Obviously, these devices must be attached to the lead screw of the machine table. Then what is the controller? There are number of controllers, manufacturing companies are there, and they are used in different CNCs. The software which controls the program in different languages known as controller. So controller has n number of language, and according to this language it controls the program of the CNC. We have different controller like Fanuc controller, Eden Hind controller, Numeric controller, Lakshmi numeric controller, which is Indian controller, Mazatrol or Mazak controller. These are the number of controllers are used in the CNC machines. Codes. What are the different codes used in part programming of CNC? ISO codes or dialog mode. In ISO mode, we have to write the program with G code and M code. Example G99 T1L0R5. Or in case of in dialog mode, we have to write the program in English language, that is ToolDiff TLR. So each and every one has a meaning. G code, there are number of G codes and number of M codes having a different meaning, and this is the English language which is used generally in dialog mode. So what are the G codes? G is known as a preparatory code, where M is known as a miscellaneous or machines code are there. So these are the programming variables which is generally indicated or generally used in CNC OMC machines. Look at this. G is known as for preparatory code, where M is known as miscellaneous or machines code. N is known as block number, where S is known as a spindle speed. F is already known that it is a feed rate, and R we know that it is a radius compensation. L is known as length of the offset, and T is also known as tool number. So what are the different steps to write a program? There are n number of steps to write the program, but this is a typical pattern which we can understand to write a program. First of all, you must read the drawing. You read the geometric dimensioning, tolerances, its different aspects, concentricity, eccentricity, etc. all the drawing related parameters. So first you must understand the drawing thoroughly and read it very carefully. So second step is think about all sequential operations. Rather, as per the drawing or as per the product, which operation is to be useful to go step by step. You have to decide and think about all the sequential operations like turning, grinding, milling, etc. So specify the material size is the third. Generally you initially provided with the blank size of material to machine it or to turn it. So first of all you specify the raw material size with providing a extra tolerance for the machining. So next is tool definition. You have to decide which type of tool you have to use. Tool call, that is you have to call this particular tool for the particular operation. This is the fifth step. Next is specify the tool positioning, that is initial position from where your cutting action is to be started. So you have to specify the tool positioning. Next is to specify the ZO position, that is Z position, that is initial starting position. Specify the depth of cut, that is amount of material to be removed. Next is you have to specify the coordinates of the cutting operation, that is X and Y or Z coordinates of the machining operation. Then retract the tool at the end of the cut. After completion of the entire process like turning, you have to retract the tool its original position, and that is end of the program. So these are the steps generally followed in the part program. So what are the G codes? There are number of G codes are used in nowadays, but for the which are fixed and which useful for programming are listed over here. G00, that is a rapid movement of the tool. G01, that is linear interpolation with the control feed rate. G17, this is tool used for orientation in XY plane in Z axis. G18, tool orientation in ZX plane in Y axis. G19, tool orientation in YZ plane in X axis. So G71 is a metric programming mode, G70 is the inch programming mode. So you have to decide whether you go for the metric programming or you have to go for the inch programming. G30 is the lower left corner of the job. G31 is the upper right corner of the job. Same way, if you use G90, it is an absolute programming mode, and G91 is for incremental programming mode. So what are the M codes? M00 is programming stop, M01 is optional stop, where M02 is program end, and M30 is program end and reset. M03 is for spindle operation clockwise, and M0 for spindle orientation in anti-clockwise direction. M08 is a coolant on, where M09 is coolant off. M13 is for the spindle orientation clockwise with coolant on. That is, look at this coolant on. M03, where the spindle moves. Here the spindle moves. Look at this particular code. M03 spindle in clockwise direction, where M08 is where M13 is spindle orientation clockwise with coolant on. That is combination of M08 and M03. So M14 is the spindle orientation with anti-clockwise direction with coolant on. Obviously coolant on is nothing but 08, and it is with a combination of M04 and M08. M05 is spindle stop. M06 is tool call or tool change. So maximum movement of the tool, it can be decided by X290 and Y170, where maximum lines and columns in CNC editor is denoted by Z234, and lines can be denoted by 32647, columns 241. So what are the functional keys that can be used in part programming? That is F1 for help, F2 for save, F3 for load or open, F5 for machine information, F7 for to mark a block, F8, that is you have to use 2 times to cancel a mark, F9 is used for simulation, and F10 is for come into the reverse back in main menu. So how to run a program? So you can use the word F9 to run the program or to enter. Datum setting. The process of defining the origin of the workpiece of the machine to the machine is known as datum setting. To set the datum, you can use the F9. You can use the set datum, then you can use the enter key and use the navigation keys to set the values in X and Y direction, Y coordinate, then enter. To save the file, how can you save the file in part program? First of all, you have to define the file name, maximum a character, and you have to enter it. To create a new file, you go for the F10, you write the CNC file, you go for the CNC files, enter, new file, and enter. To open a file, you have to enter, select the file, and then enter. That is used for F3. So to save a file, you can use the F10 in case of CNC file, enter, then save as a enter your file name. To minimize the gap between the block, you can place the cursor in the gap, that is Ctrl Y. To close the software, you can use the Alt Q. To delete the block, you can use F7, use down up and navigate the keys to define the block delete, that is Alt delete or Y. To copy the block, you can use F7, use navigation keys to define the block. To copy, F8, that is move to the cursor to the desired place, that is Alt plus C. To move the block, you can use the same as the copy, but use a Alt plus M. To change the simulation type, you can use F10 setting, enter simulation, enter, then show 3D, you have to press the enter key to change from yes to no or no to yes. Can F9 used to run the program. So what is the offset? The value of which is given to compensate the structure of the tool is known as a offset. It is having a 3 types: length offset, diameter offset, and wear offset. So what is the length offset? The value which is given in the offset table to compensate the difference in length between primary and secondary tool is known as a length offset. Remember, the value which is given in the offset table to compensate the in length between the primary and secondary tool is known as length offset. what is the diameter offset? The value which is given to compensate the coordinate from center of the tool to the prime periphery is known as diameter offset. That is mean we have to move the tool from the center to the periphery, what we call as a diameter offset. What is the wear offset? The value which is given in the compensate to worn out the tool is known as a wear offset. So these are the three important offsets. Look at this. These are the cutting speed as per the job tool and feet per revolutions. These are the number of materials like plain carbon steel, mild steel, cast steel, alloy steel, or etc. from the cast iron, copper, alloy, tin, bronze, or up to the aluminum alloys. Having, you can use, look at this, for plain carbon or mild steel or cast steel, you can use HSS, that is high speed steel cutting tool, with a feed is 0.2, having a cutting of 60 mm per minute with a speed of 40 mm per revolutions, and you can use the revolution is 34 mm per minute revolution with the these different parameters. So these are the feet per revolutions for the each and every steel. So if you have any doubt, then let me know. Thank you.